today. And today we will be making a 12 by 12 August calendar page. I know that I've been telling a lot of you about how I didn't have a calendar for this year, so I started to make my own because here in Morocco I couldn't find one that was the way that I want it to be, the setup. So I just started making my own, and a lot of you have been asking about how exactly I've been doing that, and the dimensions and that sort of thing. So I thought I would just show you. So come on with me and I'll show you my project. Okay, so here we have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and what I've done is I've taken let me show you. I have a Creative Memories square punch, and it's got a 1.5 and a 1 1/4 inch punch. And so what I've done is I've used the 1.5 inch punch to create each of my little days here. These, I've stamped individually most of these little images here with paper tray ink products, as well as the papers. Now some of these, as in this one and this pattern, these are actually a free download that Paper Tray Ink offers for you to just try their papers. It's a really cool thing. So you can just go to Paper Tray Ink and download these, and you just print them up on your computer and off you go. So I thought that was really cool, and I'll make sure to include the link on my blog for you. So from here, I've got all my days set up. What I'm going to do is take some thickers, and I'm going to add my day, I'm sorry, not the day, the month. Okay. This paper that's here in the background is by SEI. And I just thought it was really pretty. It actually has a shimmer, which I know probably doesn't show up on the camera, but it's real pretty. It's got a nice shimmer to it, which was really kind of fun because everything else was kind of distressed. And it just kind of gave it a unique kind of feel to it, I thought. You can also, really you can use any kind of paper that you have in your stash, and that's kind of usually how I start. I want to use up my scraps. So I had some of the squares that I had printed up, and I wanted to use those, but I needed to add something else to it. So as I got started, I kind of started looking through my stash and found this paper. A lot of times what I do is I use this 12 by 12 cardboard. It's like a cardstock that comes in the back side of like a 12 by 12 pack of paper or whatever. And I use that as my background because it's nice and sturdy. But I just felt like this just needed a little something more behind it. In addition to that, I'll show you some of the other products that I'm going to use here. Again, these are kind of from my stash of things. These are just left over from another project. And these are actually my Creative Memories numbers that I've had forever. So I'm trying to use some of these kinds of things up. And this is the perfect project because there's, it's no pressure. It's just for fun. Also, let's see. I've got some strips that I'm going to adhere down here at the bottom. And if you notice, they've got a special cut on the bottom. Again, I was a Creative Memories consultant for a little while, in case you're wondering where all the Creative Memories products are from. But to get this little edge, I took this, and I'm sure there's other, you can look at Fiskars and some of the other products that are out there. But basically I created this edge with this little gadget here, and it just slides in and cuts the edge. And then I just took my fingernail, which is probably why I have my fingernails, and just kind of went along and kind of just distressed it a little bit. So I'm going to start putting these all down, and I will see you back in just a moment.
And my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime and my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime and my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime and my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime and my honey come back. Tell 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 my honey come back. Sometime. Tell my honey come back. Sometime.
Okay, so we're almost done, but I wanted to show you one other thing that I think is really cool about this. So right here we have our finished page, and you can write on it or whatever. Some people might not like the fact that there's like a dark background, but personally I'm fine with that because I know I can just write with Sharpie. And I don't really tend to write a lot on my calendar. I know that makes me like really weird, but if that's something that bothers you, then just use lighter colored paper, like some of these other things that we did here. Now, one other thing that I wanted to show you is now I have my month in view, but at the end of the month, what am I going to do with the page? Well, what I like to do is take a photo from that month, something that was significant, and so I'm going to take this one, take my same punch here, and obviously we haven't had August yet, and this is a little early, but I'm going to use this on one of my other calendar months. But then all I'll do is take this and pop it into place in one of the months. And so I've basically created a scrapbook for myself, and all I have to do is just plug in whatever pictures that I like from that month. So then all I'm going to do after that is I'm going to slip this into my 12 by 12 album, and it's ready to go. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope to see you soon.